Me gusta el olor que tiene la mañana, me gusta el primer traguito de café, sentir como el sol se asoma a mi ventana y me llena la mirada de un hermoso amanecer. Me gusta escuchar la paz de las montañas, mirar los colores del atardecer, sentir en mis pies la arena de la playa y lo dulce de la caña cuando beso a mi mujer. Sé que el tiempo lleva prisa para borrarme de la lista, pero yo le digo que ¡ay, qué bonita es esta vida! Aunque a veces duela tanto y a pesar de los pesares, siempre hay alguien que nos quiere, siempre hay alguien que nos cuida. Ay, 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 qué bonita es esta vida. Y aunque no se va.
I'm going to ask that everyone holds their questions until the very end of my tour. But the main two questions I need you to hold is what is going on here and how is it working?
So what is means the level?
Gotta wait till the end, don't you? Guys, just to give you a little history behind the mystery, this land was bought in 1939 from a lumber company by a man named George Prather in search for the perfect place to build a summer home. And when he bought the land, he hired a team of surveyors to map out the area. Upon further observation, it was discovered that this hillside itself is a lot harder to climb than it looks, as if an invisible force is pushing you back down. Also, any compasses within a specific area would completely change direction, up to 180 degrees. That means making North Point south and South Point north. This area is very precise. It's about 150 foot in diameter that goes up and around this hillside with the cabin in the direct center. Back down around this hillside, straight through the redwood trees you see here behind me, and straight through the cement blocks I'm standing right in front of. So guys, these blocks were placed here to mark where the wonky area begins, meaning that from here on over, you guys are all in the normal world, and you look pretty ordinary and boring. Okay? And from here on over, you guys are all in the mystery spot realm, and you look mysterious and very perplexing. And it looks like you, miss, you're standing directly in the center looking thoroughly confused. That's okay, we'll answer your questions here today. Originally, these blocks were level, but a fun fact about redwood trees is that they grow gigantically tall, but have really shallow roots, thus making these blocks unlevel over time. So in response to that, the Mystery Spot team logged thousands of hours and spent billions of dollars in developing these shaved 2x4s.
Diana, you got a huge bus.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. They're probably from Home Depot, okay? Guys, to prove that they're level, I have a level here. You can see it's a working level because that bubble is moving inside the tube. For those who don't know how a level works, if the bubble remains in the direct center, that's a flat and even surface. If it favors a side, that side is the higher side. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down. It proves it's level, but feel free to check it out if you don't believe me. Oh, look at you guys. You don't believe me. That's fine, guys. I would not trust me either. Yeah, you guys can set that right there. You can see that that one as well is perfectly flat and level. I can flip it around here, and it's still going to be perfectly flat and level. Even turning it upside down, guys, no matter how many ways I turn it, it's still going to be perfectly flat and level, okay? But this is a really awesome spot to note height change coming in and out of the mystery spot. So I'm going to need the help from two volunteers that know they're the same exact height.
How you do? What are you doing?
Go. You want to come on up here? We're not like exact. Pretty close to the same height?
Everyone is looking at you.
Yeah, come on everybody.
Go.
Can you step on one side like a pair of skis and you step on the other side? Same pair of skis. Nope, facing each other. There you go. Come on over right there. There you go. He's got it. You got on it. Step on it. Okay, guys, looking across. Who's taller? You're a little bit taller, right? You're probably looking like right at his cheeks, right underneath his eyes. Okay, if I could have you switch sides. It's level. It is level. It's taller. He's taller one now. You're probably looking at his cheeks. That's about 2 inches you just lost, bud, and I'm sorry, they're non-refundable. Alright, I do have time for one more set of volunteers. You don't have to be the same height. Anyone want to come on up? You want to come on up, bud? Awesome. Anyone want to join him? Oh, you want to go?
Lalia.
No?
Go, Lalia.
Come on up, yeah, come on up. He didn't say no. With your food. Yeah, step on that side, bud. There we go. She's going to step right on this side. Go, Lalia. Okay, looking across, who looks taller? Ooh, actually. I don't know. They look pretty even, don't they? Maybe I can have you switch sides, guys.
You don't know the time now?
How about now?
Wow.
It's got a lot shorter.
That is
So what do you notice about the way I'm standing in the normal world? I'm standing very tall and straight, right? I have nice posture. Thank you. I'm going to step over the mystery spot side. You guys notice anything a little bit funny?
Oh, you're tilted!
I'm tilting, right guys? I'm leaning. And if you don't notice it in my body, you can definitely see it right here in the redwood trees behind me. This tree grew up in the normal world and it's growing up very tall and straight. This tree here grew up in the mystery spot realm and it's leaning away just slightly.
I see it.
And guys, here's the tree that grew up right on the boundary line that got really confused.
Oh,
So I would not suggest standing here for very long, okay? As I said, guys, this is a slight lean. This is about a 3-degree lean you're experiencing from here on over. Up in the cabin, you'll be experiencing a 17-degree lean, which is best seen right here in this Life magazine cover photo from the 1950s. It's just because I'm awesome. But it's also an opposing angle you can see here. Hold on. Also, this is the opposing angle you can see here created by this doorway. It's leaning in one way, I'm leaning in the other. It just makes my lean look a lot more dramatic. Which brings me to the cabin itself. I'm going to step out here so you can hear me a little bit better. Okay? It was built in the 1940s as a tool shed about 30 feet up the hill. And over a period of 2 months, it slid off its level foundation, slid down the hill, and stopped here. Any guesses why it stopped? The tree's a really good observation, guys. But do you remember who this land was bought from? Lumber company. That is the most boring part of my tour, guys, but thank you for listening. A lumber company, okay? And what do? They chop trees. So this whole land was cleared when this cabin was built. That tree's probably about 45 years old. The cabin itself is over 70. So we like to think that it stopped here because this is the direct center of the mystery spot. And a lot of really weird stuff happens here, guys. So I'm about to bring out a demonstration to show you that's super awesome. It's really cool. But I want you guys to be really excited about it. Awesome. You think you can do that? You look like a lively group, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and bring out this thing I like to call the Board of Mystery. And the crowd says, ooh, and ah. Cannot believe you guys just did that. Okay, so guys, yes, anything mysterious about my board here? Doesn't look that cool, does it? Probably doesn't look awesome. It's just a beat up piece of wood. It's got a cool groove in it though. But I'm going to ask you here, who thinks that this board from end to end, all the way across, is a flat and level surface? Probably about 10 of you. Okay, who here thinks that this side is the higher side of the board? Ah, independent thinker, I like it. Okay, who thinks that this side is the lower side of the board? Couple more of you. Okay, guys, that was probably about 12 of you voting. Okay, and 3 of you voted twice. In a group of like 26. Guys, who is just not thinking today? I like it. Oh, there we go. Honesty, guys. Okay, there's absolutely no need to think because I still have a level. Okay, it works the same way as the one at the bottom of the hill. It's just a little bit more portable and a cooler color. Right? And you can still see if that moving level, that working level, because the bubble is working inside that tube. I'm going to go ahead and set it right here on the board. What are we noticing? That is a flat and level surface, okay? So what should happen to something like a billiard ball on a flat and level surface? Should stay here, right? So it does. Guys, I just made you walk up an incredibly hard hill to stand here and watch a billiard ball sit on a beat up piece of wood. Are you impressed? Yeah, awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of my tour. Have a nice day. I'm just kidding, guys. Not really worth that $5 or $6, is it? So, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit more interesting. Give it a roll. interested in my board now. Guys, okay, I'm gonna set it all the way inside the cabin, not even touch it. And it'll still just roll itself right on up and out. Okay? But now you guys probably don't trust me, right? So guys, let's figure this out. This could be a magnet that's painted like a billiard ball, right? Sorry, you want to check that out?
Hay una araña. Grábalo, es que no conocemos a este cráneo.
That V, that groove might be the shape of a V, pushing the ball out as I roll it in. This groove here, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it around. Set it right back in here. Put the ball in here, roll it back. Guys will do the exact same thing. It'll just stop and roll itself right on up and out. But guys, this doesn't just work with billiard balls. It works with anything solid. Okay, so the water comes up and out of the cabin. Once you guys go inside the cabin, you realize it's not wet in there, and this is just a really creative way to water the sidewalk.
And pour the water the other way.
Pour the water the other way?
Yeah, you're kidding.
Going this way. Still come up and out, right? Okay, so guys, that's all I have. Give it up for the board of mystery. So we are going to head inside the cabin now, but I do have 2 rules before we go in there. My first rule, out here you're experiencing an 11-degree lean. The moment you step through that doorway, you'll feel that 17-degree lean I was telling you about. So if you don't feel very comfortable with it, or if you're wearing flip-flops, definitely recommend holding onto the handrail, sliding all the way in the first room. There's about 26 people out here, guys. This is a small room. We're about to get cozy, okay? And if you don't need the handrail, if you could please move into the back corner up here by the table. Just make sure we leave the handrail for people who actually need it. And my second rule is I just have a couple quick demonstrations to do in both the first and second room. If I can get through my demonstrations before you guys start talking, taking photos, or climbing on things, that would be great. I'll give you guys 5 minutes at the end to tour both rooms and do your own thing, but the quicker I can do my stuff, the longer time you guys have, okay? And on it, particularly for people who help with the effects of the cabin, but for over the past 30 years, it's been a place to note major height change here at the mystery spot. So I'm going to ask you the same exact question. Who thinks this bench, all the way across, is a flat and level surface? Oh, we're voting now, are we guys? Okay, I'm going to get everyone to step on back behind that line right there. You're awesome. All right, who thinks that this side that I'm standing on is the higher side of the bench? Still a lot of you. Okay, who thinks that this is the lower side of the bench? Still some of you. All right, guys, who's just raising their hand? Because I'm raising my hand. Okay, because there's absolutely no need to think, right? Because I still got that level. I'm going to step inside the cabin here, set it on down. What do you see? All right, that bubble's moving to this side a little bit, right? Uphill is the higher side, proving that even more to you guys. Billiard ball, okay? Set it on the bench. And it'll just start to roll right downhill, right? Okay, but a ball obeying gravity is not what we're about here at the mystery spot. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you think I look any different going from this side of the bench and heading this way? I look shorter, right? So guys, I just walked uphill and appeared to get shorter. So this might be an opposing angle created by this crooked roof line right here. Because when I'm standing here, I'm probably about the same height as it. But when I'm standing over here, it's a lot taller than me. So I'm going to need the help from someone who knows that they're exactly 6 foot tall.
I don't know. Wait, no.
Are you 6 foot? That's perfect. Come on up, sir. You can stand right here. Is there someone here who's about 5'9"? Come on up, sir. You can step right next to him, please. How about like a 5'7"? Come on up, miss. Step right next to him there. Awesome. 5'5"? Come on up. You can step right next to her there. 5'3". You guys can see a pattern here. 5'3". Awesome. Step right next to her. And about like a 5 foot. Come on, miss. Stand next to him there. Awesome. So guys, as you can see, I have just mysteriously made an AT&T raising the bar. But this is not accurate, guys, because AT&T never has service. Guys, looking down this way, you can see you're taller than everyone, right? And looking at this way, everyone's taller than you, correct? You don't need to see the roof lines crooked to know that you are in ascending and descending order. Right, guys? Okay, here's your opportunity, guys. Those cameras are out. You're really going to want to take some photos, okay? And you guys get to see how I feel for a day and have a bunch of photos taken of you. At least you know these people. Go and take some really quick photos, guys. Listen. You just walked uphill, sir, and the Shire called. They want their hobbit back. Alright, guys. just to show you how much of a change we just went through really quickly, I'm going to have you, sir, and you, miss, please switch back. Everyone else can stay right where they are. It's a big difference, isn't it, guys? Right? Walking downhill, you just got your NBA status back. You feel good, okay? And as you just walked uphill, I'm so sorry, miss, but you got to live the dream for like 10 seconds. Right? So, guys, this bench does affect your balance. So what I'm going to need from you guys, if you can please fold your hands over your center of gravity, which is your belly button, and keeping your feet on the bench, I'm going to need you to bend halfway at the waist. Give him a hand, guys. See, guys, when I get bored at work, I just get to mess with you, right?
Ay, 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 ay. Me gusta el olor que tiene la mañana. Me gusta el primer traguito de café. Sentir como el sol se asoma a mi ventana y me llena la mirada de un hermoso amanecer. Me gusta escuchar la paz de las montañas, mirar los colores del atardecer, sentir en mis pies la arena de la playa y lo dulce de la caña. Cuando eso a mí